This is Top Shop Podcast.
Shop Podcast.
Top Shop Podcast.
Podcast for automotive service business owners by Paul Donahue.
Hey, auto repair shop owners. We are here in St. Louis, Missouri at the Spring MAP Conference, Motorist Assurance Program. If you don't know what that is, look it up. We are in the Hunter Engineering Research and Development Building. So the MAP Conference, Spring Conference, is being held here at Hunter Engineering, a great company that has done great things for the automotive aftermarket industry. So today's guest, Jim Bennett. I believe every auto repair shop owner knows about the Automotive Training Institute, which is the 300-pound gorilla in the coaching industry. So if you're having difficulties with your shop, you're not growing the way you want to grow, we understand there's 1,001 moving parts to running a successful shop. I own Advanced Digital Automotive Group. All of the shops that we see that are growing and expanding, digital marketing company that's providing them a consistent amount of leads. They have a coach that is helping them with the management, and all of the shops have specific goals set to grow their shop. Jim, he's been around the business for a little while. One of the things I like about Jim is a lot of executives here at the MAP conference came from other industries and they work inside the automotive aftermarket. Jim, you're a master tech.
Actually, ASC Auto Care Association world-class technician.
Okay.
You gotta have 3 masters in automotive for that, and then L1 and L2 for advanced, gasoline, advanced diesel. I've also got 9 additional certs. I'm L3, L4 for hybrid and ADAS, and alternative fuels, a collision estimator, a service consultant, undercar specialist, parts specialist, and probably a few more. I'm also accredited Master Automotive Manager through AMI.
Oh, through AMI, Automotive Management
Right.
Institute, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, with Mary Steele, yeah. What are the important benefits that ATI provides to the independent automotive repair shop owner?
What helps break ATI out, they do owner coaching and training, service advisor training, but we also do technician training and coach technician mentors, and we're teaching the senior technicians in the shop the soft skills that they typically do not get from other automotive training. So that's the big thing, where we basically cover everything in the shop, A to Z.
Okay. What investments is ATI making in terms of technology and training? Because we got a pretty rapidly evolving industry going on here, so such as electric, and autonomous vehicles, et cetera, et cetera. How is ATI keeping up with these changes?
Well, they invest, myself and the other technical trainer, David Nix, that's with me today at the MAP conference. We're both here at the MAP conference. We'll both be at the ASC Instructor Conference in July in Minnesota, as well as other training. So they're keeping the trainers trained, which is the same thing we're telling our clients. You can't be a hypocrite. You can't tell your client they need to train a trainer, then you don't. So they're definitely investing in that and in other training opportunities.
Right, okay. All right, there's lots of competition in the marketplace. How is ATI different?
ATI, we listen to the members. I was a member of ATI since February of 2009. And they were coaching and training me and helped me get to the point that I could turn my shop over to a second in command to allow me to work full time. I was retired military. I was part of that, was instructor and curriculum developer in the military. So I have a passion. I like teaching and helping people. So I still own a shop and I still get to train and help people.
Yeah, what is the name of your shop?
Car Masters Automotive.
And Virginia?
Norfolk, Virginia.
Norfolk, Virginia, yeah, okay, yeah, I remember that. And how long have you been the owner there now?
I opened it in 1998, 4 years before I retired from the Navy.
4 years before you retired from the Navy?
Correct.
Wow, okay. And now you've successfully went through ATI management to the point where you own the shop now. You're not working in the shop, you work on your shop. And most owners actually never make it to that point. They always work in their shop. They don't ever have the opportunity to work on their shop. And that's probably the best reason of all. Now, I just had a podcast with Jim Silverman. For you that don't know Jim Silverman, that's the vendor partner relations at ATI, right? So the average training program, I think, is 2 years, right? But the average ATI customer has been there 9 years. So that's everything you need to know right there.
Well, part of that, just like your expertise in digital marketing, the shop owners, too many of them are trying to do everything themselves. And they're overwhelmed and they're jack of all trades and they don't master any. So you have to partner with somebody to take care of some of those needs, to do your marketing and do some of that other stuff. So you can do what you do best, work on your business. Usually it's on the technical end and the customer service.
Right. So
you need the training. A lot of shop owners and even technicians, advisors don't know what they don't know. until they get hooked up with somebody that helps explain and, as a partner to help coach and lead them.
Right, yeah. And a lot of the ATI members are leaders in their industry. These are the shops that are growing and expanding because they're getting the coaching. And then all of these shops, probably bar none, also have a digital marketing company that specializes in automotive that they work with. You know, we're not the only one. We like to work with certain shops. That's why we do discovery calls with everybody to see if we're a good fit for them.
Well, part of that is by being able to work on your shop, it also frees you up some time for a little bit better quality of life, but also to give back to the industry. I'm on the Virginia Automotive Association Board of Directors.
Right.
And I was previously the CarQuest TechNet Advisory Council President, and then now I'm the NAPA Business Development President since 2017. Part of that, you know, the old racing days of thunder, you got to slow down to go fast.
Right.
So some of the shop owners are so busy working on in their business, they don't have time to work on it. And you got to slow down, take a breath, so it's better for the long run.
Right, yeah. So let me ask you some questions about MAP. How important is MAP to ATI?
It's very important for all of we have a technician apprentice program to take somebody that has zero automotive training. And one of the early requirements is they get MAP certified.
Okay.
And ATI, for the apprentice shops, we actually pay their MAP dues for the shop because we require it as part of the program.
Right. And we're wanting to do the same thing, by the way. Every time we take on a new customer to do their digital marketing, we want them to join MAP for less than the cost of a lunch. Now we have an assurance program that you can go to the consumer and say, look, we're a MAP auto repair shop. MAP, the Motorist Assurance Program, sets the standards for our industry, working with industry leaders. And they say that we're not the ones saying that this needs to be replaced or that needs to be replaced on your car. MAP is saying it. So when you come to your customer with a third-party tool like MAP saying, hey, we're not saying that this should be done, MAP is saying it should be done.
Well, also with the Motorist Assurance Program, Uniform Inspection and Communication Standards, where they're very standardized, those are great training tools for all of your staff and advisors, so everybody's on the same page. And that's part of the MAP's main mission, is to build trust with the consumer. That way they're not getting different information where somebody says they need it, they suggest or require it, or just faulty, bad. You know, it just helps get the shop on the same page and be that much more professional.
Awesome, yeah. And how does MAP help build trust with your customers?
Well, this way, no longer is it because Jim or Sheila or whoever said you need this because I said so. Right. That now they have a clear condition and a clear action to take that's right in the Motorist Assurance Program. All those conditions that MAP develops are reviewed and agreed upon by multiple subject matter experts in the industry and or vehicle or parts manufacturers, to where this isn't because I have a certain quota. This is because this is what the vehicle requires or the manufacturer suggests to maintain it properly.
Right, okay. And why should other organizations, other companies in the automotive aftermarket industry, why should they join AMRA?
Well, besides the wonderful communication standards, there are dozens in Spanish and English customer brochures to help educate the customer and to do different inspections on shocks or struts, the list goes on. But they also have very good legislation information. For example, my assistant instructor at ATI lives in Texas, and that he's aware of, there's no automotive association in Texas. So nobody is advocating on behalf of the shop owners in Texas like we have in Virginia with the Virginia Automotive Association.
Wow.
But when MAP puts out that legislation report, the legislation report lets all the shop owners know what bills are being presented. So if there's something that's going to hurt the industry or bad for consumers, they can get ahead of it. In Virginia, like for the vehicle safety inspections, some people were proposing on an ongoing basis to get rid of that, but we get those legislative reports and we are proactive and the bills don't go through. We help educate the public. In Texas, they didn't know about it until the law was passed that those are gone in Texas. But it's not just for the safety inspection, it's for many, many other things in the automotive industry. So this is where MAP helps to educate the shop owners that can turn around and have correspondence with the individuals that are passing these bills or presenting the bills, as well as educate the customers, to advocate on their behalf.
All right. Okay. All right. Awesome. Thanks.
For additional automotive resources and exclusive content, follow us on Spotify and subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our episodes. Thanks again for joining us in the driver's seat, and we'll see you next time for another thrilling episode of Top Shop.